Hey Gail, this is a video just especially for you. I wanted to let you know I set up a palette similar to yours. I did also notice that you ordered an extra contour, which is stone. So you have two contours here. You have shadow and then you have stone. So what I'm going to use stone for is I'm going to go ahead and contour my face with the stone. And then I'm going to use the shadow for my eyebrows. So you have your sandy, which is going to be your foundation. You have your bronzer. You have sandstone, which is your lip and cheek. And then you have shadow and stone as your contour. And I'm going to show you how to use those. You also ordered the buff and blend brush. You ordered the, I think it's called the Buffy brush. And then you're going to use one like this here to do your eyebrows. So what I'm going to start with is the main highlight, which is sandy, and that's going to be your all over color correcting. So what I like to do for my all over face is use the bigger end of this brush. So you're going to tap it in there and see how it got on there, and then you're just going to kind of start blending it in here, covering up your little spots. Okay. And then if it put it on a little too much, we're gonna blend it with that other brush. So right now we're just getting it on. And you can see how much pigment it has in it and how it's already coloring. See that little spot I have there? And of course I have these little hormonal blemishes right here. My melasma is right here, so I like to put some there. I'm gonna color correct my little blemishes on my neck, and I'm a little red, so you can see this one, the sandy works great for that too. So if you have any little red spots, but it also works good for your dark circles. So I'm just taking it and I'm really applying it right around my eye here. I'm gonna go ahead and go up here, and just a light coverage, a little bit more. My eye, just however you feel comfortable. You'll notice, use a good light and use a good mirror. And if you have a window, always check natural light before you go out to see what it looks like in the natural light. There it is. And to make sure that I don't have too much on, I'm going to use the bigger end of this brush, and I'm just going to kind of dust it off a little bit. All right, so that was sandy. Let me put a little bit on my little boo-boo there. All right, so that was sandy. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do my bronzer, which is the Bella bronzer, and I'm gonna use the small end of this brush, and I'm gonna get it in there. And this is to make your face look not so flat. So I got it on there, and I'm just gonna put it right in my T-zone here. And depending on how much warmth you want in your face, will depend on how much you put on. I like a lot of warmth, but your goal may just be to contrast your face a little bit, so it doesn't look all one color. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on my neck, just at the bottom, to try to transition that where I have my tan going. All right, so you can already see it doesn't even look bad if you had to walk out the door like this, right? So I'm gonna kind of pat it in with that. All right, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and contour. So you got stone and shadow. I'm gonna save the shadow for my eyebrows, and I'm gonna contour with the stone. What you're gonna do is you use this for the foundation. You're gonna use the smaller end, and you're gonna get right in there. And it's a little cold in my house. You'll notice if it's cold in your house, since this is cream, it kind of thickens up. So you kind of wanna let it get a little warm. Sometimes you can even put a blow dryer on it. So my cheekbone is right here, and I'm gonna go straight, not down here, but I'm gonna go right touching the bottom of my cheekbone for the contour. This is not my normal contour, but since you're a little lighter, I think this will work on you. And I'm not gonna, you know, notice I kind of stop where my little mole is. I don't want to go too far. And this is just to kind of bring out the natural shadows in your face. You notice kind of where my little smileys are. Just gonna put in there, and I'm gonna blend it with this. I like the contour to kind of show. I don't like to blend it out too much. And then I'm gonna put some on my forehead to make my forehead look smaller. You don't have a very big forehead like I do, but you can still put some right at the top. Oops. Just to kind of give it that little bit of a shadow. All right, so I've contoured now. I'm going to do my lip and cheek, which is the sandstone. What you can also do with the contour, if you want to just put a little on your lips, and it feels really good though. It helps your lipstick stay, or your lip stay. And you can contour your nose. I do videos where I do that. I can go ahead and do that real quick for you and contour my nose. I just do it with my finger. And I just start kind of right where my eyebrow is, and I just draw a little line there with my ring finger. I don't have a very big nose, but I do like to contour, and then I go back with a little bit of the sandy and go right down the middle there. And I'll put a little bit of that sandy right there. That little zit is a poppin'. All right, so I'm just gonna blend with my blend brush. All right, now we're gonna do the sandstone. So I'm gonna use the smaller end of this brush, and I'm gonna try to get enough to do both cheeks. All right, see that? So what I wanna do is your cheekbone is right here. I don't wanna get it anywhere on this side of my eye. So I'm gonna just put it right there and put it right there. And I'm doing it light. You could always do a little more if you wanted to, but just enough to kind of give you, looks like you've blushed. You have a little color in your cheeks. And I'm just pushing it in. I'm not swiping it, just pushing it in. All right, and I'm gonna put a little bit on my lips. All right, now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So on the eyebrows, I'm gonna use the shadow contour, which is different than the stone that we used for contouring. And I have to get a bigger mirror because I can't see in my phone, so bear with me here. So I'm just gonna fill in my eyebrows. I'm not gonna draw them. This stuff is where you can just kind of fill in your natural shape. And it doesn't take very much, but it fills in those little pockets where hair's no longer growing. So you can see it's just a very subtle eyebrow fill in. All right, let me do this side. See it? All right, so that's basically it. I did the main, which is sandy. I did the bronzer. Then what I did was I did the contour, which is the stone. And since you have a 4 palette, you might, if you use this for a contour, you might want to put this in your palette and then take out the shadow. We did the shadow for the eyebrows, the stone for the contouring, and then I did the sandstone for the lip and cheek. And then you can do whatever you want for your eyes, for your, you want to put a little mascara on or whatever you want to do. So anyways, I will send this video to you. But if you have any questions, let me know, okay?